I'm crazy, but I am free. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all about Sol de Janeiro, my massive collection, ranking them and telling you what I think. So one of the pitfalls of living in New York City, in Manhattan no less, is it is loud. So either I film in the middle of the night or I just deal with it. So I apologize if there's any background noise, but whatever. Sol de Janeiro. There are so many scents that they have. I don't have all of them, I don't think. I do have some of the limited editions, so we're going to go into all of that. You know, some people have controversial opinions about Sol de Janeiro, like they don't enjoy Sol de Janeiro. I happen to be one of the people that really likes them, and I understand you're gonna be like, you preposterous cow, you get PR from them. I get PR from a lot of places that I don't like, and I will outwardly say that I don't like those things. I happen to enjoy Sol de Janeiro. I don't quite understand the hatred of them, because it's one of those things where a lot of the mass appealing fragrances that people hate, I'm like, it's meant to be mass appealing. Like, there's really nothing too controversial about it. It's like when you go to like a middle of the road restaurant where the food's not bad, it's not Michelin star level, but it's not bad. You're gonna sit there, you're gonna enjoy your meal, you're not really gonna have anything bad to say about it. That's how I feel about a lot of these fragrances, where it's like, what do we actually have to be so hung up on? That's my little rant for the moment, but anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so starting from my least favorite, that's not necessarily to say that I hate it outright, but actually the more I know I might have some people come for me, but the more that I've worn it, 71 is not particularly a scent that I love. Sometimes I wear this scent and I smell a delicious like white chocolate macadamia cookie. This has notes of cozy cashmere, caramelized vanilla, toasted macadamia, and dong bean. And sometimes I smell a beautiful gourmand deliciousness, and sometimes I really do smell like a bucket of popcorn, which isn't necessarily a bad thing immediately, but I don't always want to smell like a bucket of popcorn, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna put this last on the list. Next, we have Danza Mística, which is part of the most recent limited edition collection, which also includes Flor Mística and Agua Mística. Danza Mística has notes of purple fig, warm vanilla, and sandalwood, and something about the fig and sandalwood combination, it comes off a little bit weird to me. I don't know, it doesn't quite mesh together. I think that it comes off a little pickle juicy, which happens to me with sandalwood, but the fig is not helping the situation. Now that I think about it, revisionist, I'm actually gonna switch Danza Mística and 71. I'm gonna put this in the last place, and this is in the second to last place. Next on the list, I'm gonna put Charosta 68. So this is an interesting one for me, because this one actually has a very strong scent memory tied to it. I wore this on my first wedding anniversary because I was like packing really quickly and I just happened to throw this in. I went to the DR and I thought, oh, it will work for like a tropical vacation. So this reminds me of my first wedding anniversary, which is great, but also I'm not like overall the biggest fan of this scent profile. I think that it does honestly remind me of Baccarat Rouge and Cloud. I'm not saying it's a dupe, but it does live in that family. It has that big cloud of ambroxan, dragon fruit, lychee, jasmine, ocean air. I mean, I don't know, it's not a scent that I will kind of repurchase once it runs out. I think that I will wear it for nostalgia's sake, but yeah, it's okay. So now we're starting to get into the scents that I like to the ones that I really love. Next, I'm gonna put Do Not Disturb. This is another limited edition. I think this was last year's limited edition. This one is a sheer floral scent with notes of airy mimosa flower, warm musk, fresh linens. I am a musk lover, but I think that this is kind of like what is it really giving me? You know, like, what is this giving me that another musk perfume that I have won't give me? The answer is kind of nothing. So this is a really nice scent to layer. So for example, if you layer this with Cloud from Ariana Grande, whoo, that is a good combo. I also think because it's just so light and like nondescript, it'll layer with kind of anything. We still have so many, this is crazy. Next, I'm gonna put Charosta 76. So I like this. I think that this is really nice and easy to wear. However, I'm not like the biggest jasmine fan in general. And this is definitely a very light, easy to wear jasmine scent, which is why I think I can enjoy it. But it's also not something that I would go super out of my way to wear in the lineup. I think jasmine can be great great when it's done well, and I think this is done perfectly fine. Next, I'm going to put Agua Mística. So this is the one of the most recent limited editions. This is really cute. I really enjoy neroli in a fragrance. Neroli has just time and time again proven itself to be one of those floral notes that I gravitate towards. Sometimes I smell something, I don't know the notes, and I'll be like, there's neroli. This is neroli water, tangerine, and salty skin accord. I think this is a great beach scent. This is the kind of scent that I will indeed reach for during the summer. Once things get a little bit warmer, this is like, throw this on, go to the beach, go to the pool, have a good day. Next, I'm gonna put Beijos de Sol. I think this is a really nice, like, peach skin, coconut milk, frangipani petals. My one contention with this is I wanted a little bit more coconut, actually. The coconut is there, she's there, but I think it's kind of overpowered with the florals of the frangipani a little bit. The peach is nice, it gives it a little bit of fruitiness, but I wanted some cute coconut. But overall, I really, really like this one. I also really love the color. Next, I'm gonna put Flor Mística. This is also a limited edition. Dreamy notes of orange blossom, flamingo flower, and golden musk. Orange blossom, again, just like neroli, happens to be one of those florals that does it for me every time. Next, I'm gonna put Bikini Season. So look at that. We got a little bit of a dent going, which I know, listen, when you have a collection size of mine, it's hard to get dents going. Guava nectar, coconut water, pink musk, and a twist of lemon. So here's my thing. Guava is an underrated note in perfume, and it actually drives me crazy that it's not better utilized in perfumery. Like, I need guava everything, please and thank you. As a guava fragrance, this does not disappoint. Next, I'm gonna put Charosa 87, which is interesting because I feel like I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like this one, but I am a born and raised Florida girl, literally born and raised Miami, 305 Dale. This just reminds me of the beach. It truly reminds me of my entire childhood, going to the beach every weekend. This has notes of Late de Coco, tuberose, and warm sand. And I think it's that warm sand accord. They did it really well. It definitely reminds me of just like standing on the beach and the sun is baking the sand a little bit, and the sand has a smell to it, which I don't really know how to describe other than it just kind of, when the sun warms it up, there's like, it has a smell to it. Next, I'm gonna put Charosa 40. This has notes of black amber, plum, vanilla woods, and musk. And honestly, I feel like plum, vanilla, and musk is a winning combination. That's also a combo that you get in Britney Spears' Midnight Fantasy. I love Midnight Fantasy. I'm not saying that this smells like Midnight Fantasy, but just that combination of notes, it tends to work for me. Like, this is a really nice, easy to wear, slightly fruity, but vanilla fragrance. Next, I'm gonna put Charosa 48. And what do we have here? We have guava, yes. So I do appreciate that Sol de Janeiro is really leaning into these very tropical scents, because guava is just, oh, I love it so much. So we have guava nectar, sunlit orchid, and sensuous pink musk. So I am a musk lover, which is why I think that the combination, the fruitiness from the guava, a little bit of florals from the orchid, and then that nice skin musk, man, this thing just comes together. And this is one of those scents that I can douse myself in, like head to toe, and I know I'm gonna smell good, I'm gonna feel good all day. Oh, now we are at the top 3, guys. This is not easy, this is really hard. But in 3rd place, you know her, you love her, she's everywhere. This is Charosa 62, and I have the big Mama Jama bottle. I probably have like 5 bottles of Charosa 62, not because I necessarily bought them all, but it's like the most common scent that they send in PR. Charosa 62, I mean, what else is there to say about her that hasn't been already said? This pistachio, salted caramel, this just feels like the ultimate scent of the summer for gourmand girlies in particular. Like, this is everything. In 2nd place, I'm gonna put Carioca Crush. This has notes of crisp pear, pink violet, and white cedarwood. This is one of the most quintessential pear fragrances in my collection. Like, something about the way that my camera died. What I was saying is that this is one of my favorite pear fragrances. Like, oh my God, the way that this is formulated, it's just addicting. This has notes of pear, pink violet, and white cedarwood. Before I get to number 1, I realized that I totally forgot one of my scents. This is Summer y Amor. This has notes of orange flower, creamy almond, and sun-kissed woods. I think this is one of the only almond fragrances that Sol de Janeiro has, I think. And honestly, I I don't love it. It's okay. If I was rating it, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. I don't quite know where I'd put it in this ranking, just trying to think back, but use that rating, 6 out of 10. In my number 1 spot, and probably gonna be pretty hard to dethrone for the time being, is Charosa 59. I remember when this came out, there was like this rumor that something in this would attract spiders. It was very weird. And I actually had a bunch of bots comment on a couple of my videos, like literally like 20 comments in the span of seconds, like this attracts spiders. It was very weird. It has notes of vanilla orchid, sugared violet, and sheer sandalwood. And funny enough, that doesn't sound like something that would be like, oh my God, this is amazing. But the way that that comes together, it smells very gourmand. It smells very like vanilla ice cream-ish, super, super heavy on the vanilla. I think that this is probably one of the best vanilla body mists for layering. I mean, among others, I have a bunch, like Bare Vanilla from Victoria's Secret, Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works. Like, yes, I have 1 in 20 vanilla fragrances, but I love this one. I have like 3 backups. I have my little deck going. I will always have this in my collection, so please, Sol de Janeiro, please do not ever discontinue this. There we have it. That is my Sol de Janeiro collection for the time being. They're always releasing new scents, and I am always interested in smelling what they have to offer. So let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, what your favorites are, what your least favorites are, because I would love to hear. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.